All right. Start off by saying Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Tonight's lesson is called Assurance. Tonight's lesson will be called Assurance. And the Webster definition for assurance is the act of assuring or of making a declaration in terms that furnish ground of confidence, full confidence or trust, freedom from doubt. The act of assuring or of making a declaration in terms that furnish ground of confidence, full confidence or trust, freedom from doubt. So we need to have full confidence and trust in the Most High, no matter what. Okay? Let's start off in Ephesians 3 and 11. So the more we move into the latter ends of this world, the end times, doubt will start kicking in a lot of different situations. People will be put in certain situations and doubt will kick in. It will kick in because you'll say, okay, well, I'm going to trust in the Most High on this one, but then it's so far out of your hands to where you'll revert to trusting in something else outside the Most High. Because you got to understand, when you trust in the Most High, now you have to have faith and belief that He's going to do it. But if you can't feel it or see it, and you don't know where it's coming from, then you'll lose that doubt that the Most High is going to come through for you. Ephesians 3 and 11 reads, according to the eternal purpose which He purposed in the Messiah, our power, in wisdom we have boldness. In whom we have boldness and access with confidence by faith of Him. Wherefore I desire that ye faint not at my tribulations for you, which is your glory. So it says, don't faint at the tribulations that's going to be before you. You're going to have some trials. You're going to have some tribulations. Things are going to come up. Things are going to be tough. You're going to have some tough decisions you're going to have to make. All right. But you have to have boldness and access with confidence by faith in Him, faith in the Messiah, which is through the Most High. So no matter what, when a situation comes up, trial, tribulation, you got to be bold. Bold means you got to have a statement. You got to believe in what you're believing in. It's bold, all right? But the confidence and the faith is the key. You got to keep the confidence and you got to keep faith in the Most High. But it's got to be bold, though. You got to know what's going to happen. All right? I'll give you the definition for boldness in the Webster. Boldness in the Webster is courage or bravery, fearlessness. So when you get put in certain situations, you have to have courage and fearlessness and fear not. You can't fear that, all right, I'm going to keep my faith in the Most High and nothing's going to happen. Got to be fearless. You can't second guess, all right, well, I know this is happening, but I'm going to try to keep my faith in the Most High, but since I can't see faith or feel it, I fear that something might happen. You can't be like that. Let's break down the word faith. So in Ephesians 3 and 12 it says, in whom we have boldness and access with confidence by faith of him. The word faith right there is G4102. G4102. And it's pistis, P-I-S-T-I-S, and it means assurance, believe, persuasion. So persuasion, assurance, belief, believe. That's what faith means. Okay, let's go to Hebrews 10 and 22. So once you put your confidence in the Most High, when a situation come up, tribulations, trials and tribulations will come up, and when you're going through those trials and tribulations, you put your faith in the Most High. You gotta be bold with your statement. You gotta stick with it. You can't be going back and forth. You can't say, okay, all right, hi, I know you're gonna have me on this, but then the next day you wake up and you like, I don't know. You start second guessing. Here, turn around. If you're gonna be up here, you gotta pay attention, all right? So you can't be going back and forth with your decision. Your decision has to be bold. All right? Hebrews 10 and 22. And it reads, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. So the Most High is faithful. If you're doing right in the eyes of the Most High, when your time in need comes, he'll be there. He promised us that. He promised us, if you stick true to him with all your heart and try your hardest to be perfect towards him, he'll be there for you in the time of need. That's one of his promises. So you won't have to waver if you know you're doing right and you know the Most High is watching over you. You won't have to waver with your decision. That's why it says in verse 22, Hebrews 10 and 22, you have to have a true heart and full assurance. It can't be 80%, 75%. It's got to be full, 100%. All right? Your faith will be tried. And it will be tried in many different situations. So many different situations it's going to be tried. And that's when you have to understand and realize when you're being tried. To where you might get weary. You might get a little weary. You might get a little worried to where you don't understand what's about to happen. And once you get weary, then you'll go put your trust in something else outside of the Most High. And then that's when things go wrong. Go to Psalms 146 and 3. So at all times, you have to make a bold prediction by saying, hey, I'm going to keep my faith in the Most High. I know he's going to be there for me. And leave it there. Can't go back and forth. That's when the Most High gets a little upset with you. He don't like an unbalanced individual. And then he really don't like an individual who takes the trust away from him and put it in something else. Hold your spot in Psalms real fast and let's go to Proverbs 11. Proverbs 11 and 1. The Most High has a problem with someone who's unbalanced. Proverbs 11 and 1 reads, a false balance is abomination to the Most High, but a just weight is his delight. So he likes someone who's stable. He don't like an individual that's wavering back and forth. You know, and this don't have to do with just him. Right now we're talking about assurance and keeping the faith in the Most High when trials and tribulations come up. But this is dealing with anything. He don't like an individual that's going back and forth on a lot of things anyway. Especially when you wake up to the truth and then you go back into the flesh and then you come into the spirit and then you go back into the flesh and you come into the spirit, dealing with emotions, dealing with feelings. The Most High would rather for you to be one way. He can deal with you better when you're one way, but when you're going back and forth, it's hard for him to get a gist of who you are and what you're trying to do. Psalms 146:3. So we can't be unbalanced. You have to put your trust in the Most High and leave it in him. But once you put it in something else outside of him, that's when he can't do no good for you. Psalms 146:3 reads, "Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help." So the Most High says the moment you put your trust in the Son of Man, which is man, and not in the Son of the Most High or in the Most High, there is no help. You can't expect him to be there for you. And trust me, like I say, in this day and age, in the end times, the more and more we get closer to the end times, there's going to be a lot of situations that's going to come upon you. And your faith is going to be questioned. Things are going to get so tough to where you're going to question your faith yourself and be like, I need a fix right now. And that's when you're going to turn to something else. And the moment you turn to something else, that's when the Most High says, hey, I can't help you now. If you were stuck with me, yeah, you probably didn't see how I was going to do it. Yeah, you didn't see when I was going to come through. But he's always on time. He might not come when you want him, but he's always on time. Jeremiah 17:5. So first things first, when you have an issue or a problem, you have to make a bold decision by saying, I'm sticking with the Most High on this. Regardless of how bad it is and how bad this looks, I'm going to make a bold statement right now, and I'm sticking with the Most High. And once you make that bold statement, then everything else will fall into hand. That promise that the Most High has made to us will fall into place. Jeremiah 17:5. And it reads, "Thus saith the Most High, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Most High." So the Most High says you will be cursed if you put your trust in a man. If you don't keep your trust within the spirit of the Most High says you will be cursed. So all the different curses that the Most High says that will come upon you, it will happen. The moment you take you depart from the Most High, your heart departs from the Most High, and you put your trust in man, he will curse you in your situation. It's already bad that you're going through a trial. It's already bad that you got tribulations upon you. But the moment you depart from the Most High and dealing with that trial and tribulation, it's going to curse the situation. All right. Let's go to James 1:1. So bad things will happen when you put your trust in man. All right. And the thing is, when you put your trust in the Most High, it might feel like bad things are happening because you don't know the time of the hour when the Most High is going to come through for you. So it feels like, man, this ain't working. It feels like things are going wrong. But that's the opposite. He's testing you. He's testing you at that point in time to see how long you're going to stick with your faith without breaking. Okay? James chapter 1 verse 1. And it reads, "James, a servant of Ahiah, and of the power Yeshua the Messiah, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations." So it's talking to the 12 tribes. He said all 12 tribes of Israel which are scattered. So that's why I say don't let nobody tell you that the 12 tribes of Israel is not important. He's addressing this message right here to the 12 tribes of Israel. Don't fall into diverse temptation. Different temptations is going to come upon you. Verse 3, James chapter 1, verse 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So the moment your faith is getting tried, you got to have some patience. You can't make a drastic decision because you got this tribulation upon you in your lap. See, the moment somebody get put in the fire and get put in front of something, they make a decision really quick, and they don't keep the patience and make the correct decision. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her works. Let it work. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Don't turn something over to the Most High, and then 24 hours later you be like, I can't wait. Let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask a higher, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. Let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. All right. So a person that's wavering is like a wave in the sea, and we already know a wave in the sea in the wind is out of control. There's nothing stable about it. You don't know which way that wave is going to go. So if you got a boat in the ocean, you can't just ride a wave and like, all right, I know it's going to go this way. We good. No, that wave is going to be going in different directions to where you got to be really careful. Verse 7. James chapter 1, verse 7. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Most High. So anybody that's wavering back and forth and they don't make the bold statement that they're going to stick with the Most High, they will not receive anything of the Most High. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So that's why I was saying earlier, it's not just dealing with the faith of the Most High, it's dealing with everything, life. And if you're somebody that wavers and goes back and forth, you're double-minded and you're unstable in all your ways. Okay? But the Most High says this individual who is unstable with the double mind receives nothing when it comes to him. Go on ahead. Go. So if you go back and forth and not leaving it up to the Most High on the first go around, you will receive nothing. You will receive that curse that he was speaking of. Hebrews 6 and 19. So you don't want to be a part of the curse of not keeping the faith in the Most High. There should never be no doubt. Never. Anytime something comes up, there should never be any doubt. All right? Anytime any situation come up, it should already be a higher. Nothing else. It shouldn't even be no second guessing. It shouldn't even be no stressing. Something come up, you shouldn't even have to sit there and stress about it. Stress about what decision am I going to make? How am I going to handle this? The moment something come up, it's already a higher. It's done. All right, let me move on. That's that boldness. That's that boldness that we're speaking of. Hebrews 6 and 19. And it reads, which hope we have as anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, and which entereth into that within the vow. So the anchor, it says hope, which is faith, is the anchor of your soul. So our souls is here, and the anchor that's holding you down, that's keeping you grounded, is your hope, is your faith. If your faith ain't grounded, your soul is wavering. That's when your soul is wavering back and forth. But if you take that faith and anchor it down with the boldness that the Most High is going to be there for you no matter what, now your soul is stable. Now you'll make the right decisions. So it says right here, which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast. Sure right here means secure. So like you secure something, or certain. That's what sure means. It's secure, certain. And steadfast means stable or firm. Okay? So both certain and both stable and firm. That's what the anchor of faith will do for your soul. It makes it stable. So when you're secure, you can become stable. Anytime somebody has security, they got that security, now they feel, relax, I'm stable now. But if you don't have security, you got issues, you don't know, all right, this is not taken care of, this is not taken care of, now you everywhere, you're unstable. But if you got security on this is done, this is done, this is done, now you're stable. But the only way you can become stable is by allowing Yasha to be your security at all times. You got to let the Messiah be with you at all times. The Messiah is your security. All right? So through the Spirit, men, Yasha is your hedge. Women, your husband is your hedge. So that's the only way you can become stable is through that Spirit. You got to let the Spirit work though. So if your husband comes to you and say, hey, I don't think you should do this, you probably should listen. Whether if you see where he's coming from or not, it's probably Yasha most likely working through him giving you that information. 2 Corinthians 13:5. You have to be able to follow the Spirit through faith and not question it. So like I said, if your husband comes to you, wives, and say, hey, yeah, I know you got this going on at work, but I think you probably should do this week. Go with it. You can't question what the Spirit is telling your husband to say to you. All right? 2 Corinthians 13:5 reads, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yasha, the Messiah, is in you, except ye be reprobates. So if you're a reprobate, then he's not in you. But anybody else that says, examine yourself, whether ye be in faith. So you have to examine yourself to see if you're in faith. Some people say they're in faith. Some people say they have faith. But you have to examine yourself to see if you really do have faith. You have to examine yourself to see if you really follow faith. Prove your own self. So prove it to yourself that you got faith. Know ye not your own self. So you can't follow your own paths. You can't follow your own footsteps. You have to follow the footsteps of the Messiah. Okay? So you have to examine yourself. And examine right here means test or discipline. So you have to discipline yourself through a test. So that's what it means when it says examine yourselves. Prove your own selves. So you have to give your own self a test and be disciplined through the test to show faith. So examine right here means test or discipline. So when you take a final exam, you got to be disciplined to get that passing grade. You can't just go in there wild-minded and all wavering back and forth on this, and then think you're going to do good on this test. No, you got to be disciplined. So when it says examine yourselves, whether ye be in faith, prove your own selves, You have to take this test and prove to yourself that you can be disciplined through the test and pass it. Because the Messiah ain't gonna keep coming and giving you tests. The Most High ain't. No, you sometimes you gotta turn to yourself and say, I'm gonna test myself out today to see where my faith is. And if you fail, then you know you gotta go work harder. Psalm 73 and 21. You can test yourself every day. How can you test yourself? Knowing something that you probably shouldn't be doing. You say, all right, I usually do this on a daily basis when I go to work. Today, this week, I'm gonna test myself to make sure I don't do that, because I know that's not what the Messiah will want me to do. I know the Messiah don't want me doing that. So this week, I'm gonna test myself to see if I can stay away from it. And then by day 2, you back to doing it, then you know you failed. That's how you know if you passed your own test or not. Psalm 73 and 21. And it reads, thus my heart was grieved, and I was pricked in my reins. All right, verse 20, skip down to verse 24. So he said his heart was grieved. Why was his heart grieved? What was David talking about? Verse 24, Psalms 73 and 24. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but thee? You're the only person I have up there. I don't have nobody else. And there is none upon earth that I desire besides thee. So David says, I don't desire no one else on this earth but you, Ahiah. I can't put my trust in nobody else. You're the only one I desire. Verse 26. Psalms 73, verse 26. My flesh and my heart faileth, but Ahiah is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. So he says, my flesh and my heart faileth, but I know Ahiah is going to be there. So yeah, I might get weak in the flesh. My spirit might get weak, but I know the Most High is right there. So David is basically saying right here, I don't desire no one else in the time of need. In the time of need, I desire the Most High. Nothing else is desired. I don't need no one else. I don't go to someone. When I'm in time of need, I stick with Ahiah. Ahiah, I already made the bold statement that he's my God. And that's who I'm going to stick with at all times. Hebrews 4 and 16. Like I say, you can get in the midst of trouble and your tribulation, and next thing you know, you're calling a friend. You're calling your mom. Calling these people asking for advice. What they going to do for you? When all you got to do is just stick to Ahiah. No matter what the situation is, no matter what the case may be, you just stick to Ahiah. And he'll bring you through. Hebrews 4 and 16 reads, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. So when you're in the time of need, grace through the Most High is going to come and help you in that situation. Like I say, you're going to have some trials and tribulations that are going to come, and your spirit is going to be in need. But you have to be bold with your decision so grace can come and help you out. That's why it starts off to say, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace. So when you come to the Most High, which is the throne of grace, you got to come boldly. There can't be no wavering. When you bring something to the Most High, you got to be bold. So you go to the Most High and say, okay, I'm going to turn this over to you, Ahiah. It can't be no second guessing. When you turn it to him, you got to be bold with it, confident that this is what you're going to do, this is what you want to do, and this is how you're going to do it. And then in that time of need, he'll be right there to give you grace. That's what it's saying. Boldly right there is G3954. G 39:54. And it's Parrhesia, 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 and it means all outspokenness, frankness, bluntness, assurance. Boldly means all outspokenness, so somebody that's all out with it, speaking, they bold. Frankness, bluntness, assurance. So like I just said, you have to be bold when you bring something to the Most High. When you bring it to Him, you got to be bold. Have confidence, which is faith, knowing He will take care of you and your situation in the time of need. Ephesians 3:12. But like we read earlier, when you take something to the Most High, and then within 24 hours, you're pulling it. You can't give something to the Most High and then go back a day or two later and take it back from Him because He's taking too long. That's what really teaches them up. You give something to the Most High, you pray to Him, and then a couple days later, your faith is weak, and you go take it from Him and then go put it in the hands of somebody else. That's when the Most High is shaking His head like, you know what? All right, now you're going to fail completely with that situation. There's no help on my end. That's why I don't get it. You got so many people that get in situations and they start reaching out to everybody talking about, hey, something just happened. Things ain't looking good. Pray for me. And they start reaching out to everybody. Hey, telling everybody. Next you know, 20 minutes, they already reach out to 30 people. I got this going on. I got this. I just need you to pray for me. Now you're depending on someone else to try to help you reach the Most High? No, you go to the Most High yourself, boldly, and turn it over to Him. And you don't got to go ask all these other people to pray for you because the Most High already got you. See, when you start going to all these other people talking about pray for me, I need just look over us. I need everybody's support. Now you don't believe your statement that you went and gave to the Most High. You don't believe in it. Ephesians 3:12, and it reads, "In whom we have boldness and access with confidence by the faith of Him. Wherefore, I desire that ye faint not at my tribulations for you, which is your glory." Tribulations right there is G 23:47. Tribulations is G 23:47. And it's thlipsis, 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 and it means pressure, burden, persecution, trouble. Pressure, burden, trouble. So verse 13 says, "Wherefore I desire that ye faint not at my pressure or my trouble for you, which is your glory." So that's your glory. When that pressure is put on you, when that trouble is put upon you, and you know something, it feels like something bad is about to happen, and you're able to turn it over to the Most High with all boldness and leave it to Him, That's the glory. That's when the Most High says, okay, you got faith in me. So now I can give you that glory. I can give you that grace because you got faith in me. But when the Most High puts you in a situation to where you got this pressure upon your head, and then you crack by going to other people and going to man and going to resorting to other things to help you through this, there's no glory for you. So when things get tough and the pressure is turned all the way up, don't give in to Satan. Through prayer, the Most High knows what you need. So when you take that to the Most High, He knows what you need. Once you put your request in, He got you. So all you got to do is pray to Him, put your request in. He got you. He knows what you need. I don't care if the pressure is turned all the way up to 215 degrees and you stuck in the room. Don't bust. Don't give in. Philippians 4:4. Stick with the Most High regardless on how the pressure feels. You might feel it deep down in your soul like, man, I don't know how this is going to play out. The pressure is upon me. And through the spirit of Satan, Satan works through men. He works through individuals. So when your pressure is on, you'll have a relative or a friend or someone that's telling you, hey, I see you stressing. You need to go ahead and make that decision. People start putting the pressure on you through the spirit of Satan. Instead of looking at you and saying, hey, you know what? Hey, just turn it over to the Most High and leave it alone. Your own friends and family will start turning to you. Hey, you don't want to let that go too long. You better make a decision on that now. Putting more pressure on you. Philippians 4:4. Rejoice in the Most High always. And again, I say rejoice. So you always rejoice in Him, no matter what. No matter if the time is good, no matter if the time is bad, no matter if the time is high, time is low. Whether you're happy or sad, you rejoice always in the Most High. Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Most High is at hand. So it says, let your moderation be known to all men at all time. Which is, moderation is like a calm, a restraint of violence. It's like a humble spirit. All right, you're moderate. Okay? So it says, let that be known unto all men. Verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High. So like I said, the Most High, once you take your request to Him through prayer, leave it up to Him and He'll take care of it. Verse 7. And the peace of Ahia, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through the Messiah. All right? But it tells you that you have to be patient. All right? You have to keep patience. Let me give you a Webster for patience. Patience means the suffering of afflictions, pain, toil, calamity, provocation, or other evil with a calm, unruffled temper, endurance without murmuring or fretfulness. So patience, you have to be able to endure things and not fret. The word fretfulness means complain. So when you got patience, you can't have fretfulness. You got to be able to endure. Fretfulness means complain. So if you're complaining all the time about something or this or that, then you have no patience. That's what fretfulness means, complaint. And the word fret means to wear away. Okay? Fret means to wear away. So you got to be able to endure your afflictions, which are your problems. You can't be quick to fret, which means wear away. See, a lot of people, they get problems, and then the pressure gets turned up, and they fret. They wear away to where they don't want to do away with it, and they just give in. Or they sell their soul to Satan, or they do whatever, and they give in. When you're a child of the Most High, He's going to put you in situations where He's going to turn the pressure up to where your heart might beat fast and fast because you don't know what's going on. And it gets tough, but you can't give in to Satan. You got to be able to endure the problem and know that the Most High is going to be there for you. Regardless if you understand His decision or not, you know He was there for you. Psalms 37:7. So you got to be able to have patience when you're dealing with faith. When you're dealing with faith and trying to endure your afflictions through the faith of the Spirit, requires a lot of patience. You got to be humble. But this is why you shouldn't be around many individuals who's not in the Spirit like you. Or this is why you shouldn't be in the Spirit with individuals who's not trying to be in the Spirit like you. Why? Because the moment you get into certain situations and you have a problem, those individuals are the ones that are quick to make you make the wrong decision. They don't know how to support you in the way to where the moment something comes up, they turn to you and say, hey, have you prayed yet? All right, now once you pray, leave it up to the Most High. They don't know how to give you that assurance. See, when you're hanging around people that still of this world, they are the ones that's planting that seed in you to make the decision that's outside of the Most High. Psalms 37:7. Rest in the Most High and wait patiently for Him. Fret not thyself because of him who proposes in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So it says in Psalms 37:7, rest in the Most High, chill with the Most High, and wait patiently for Him. So when you get put in certain situations, you have to wait patiently for a higher. Fret not. So don't weary away. Don't wear away. Fret not thyself because of who prospereth in his ways, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So rest in the Most High with calmness of faith. That's how you rest in the Most High. So somebody say, well, how do I rest in the Most High? With calmness of faith. We're talking about faith tonight, assurance. That's how you rest in the Most High, is by having a calm of faith. Because you have to, because man in this world has crafty devices. And they're intelligent with their smooth words. So they know how to trick you in to being a part of their world and their devices. They will try to get you to use it. Okay? Try to get you to be a part of it. Verse 8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. So it says, fret not yourself to do evil. Don't wear away to do evil. Don't get so weary to where the pressure's on and you crack that you do the opposite of the Most High, which is evil. Verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Most High, they shall inherit the earth. So when you get impatient and you just make a decision, Most High says those individuals, they get cut off when you're depending in the devices of this world, evildoers. But if you wait on the Most High, regardless of what's going on, you will inherit the earth, which is the promises and everything that the Most High has promised to you. Go back up to verse 5. Verse 5 says, commit thy way unto the Most High. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. So whatever you're going through, the Most High will bring it to pass if you commit to him and trust in him. All right? You have to trust in him with all your soul, though. See, the way faith works to where you kind of know what to expect. Even though you can't see it or feel it, you know that the Most High is going to be there for you. So I'm going to put this situation in the hands of the Most High, and I expect that he's going to be there for me. That's a bold statement to say that. And that's how you have to be. Psalm 62 and 5. Psalm 62 and 5 says, my soul, wait thou only upon a height. For my expectations is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. So it says, my soul wait thou only upon a higher. My soul only waits for a higher. Don't wait on nothing else. So if I'm stuck in a situation, I'm waiting on a higher no matter what. It could get rough. 2 days can go by, 3 days can go by, 6 days, 8 days can go by. I'm still waiting on a higher. I'm not going to give in. David said, he is my rock, he is my salvation, he is my defense. So since he's all three of those, I'm not going to be moved from this spot. I'm waiting on him. So your expectations is looking forward to something in the future, which is your faith. You're looking forward to something in the future. That's what the word expectation means. Expectation means you're looking for something that ain't there. That's what the word expectation means, all right? So I'm here today, but I'm expecting this to happen next month. So you're looking forward to something in the future. And whatever it is, the Most High is your defense. He's your protection. Okay? Go to Psalms 121 and 8. So that's what your expectations is. You're looking forward to something that's in the future, but you got faith on what the results are going to be. Through my faith, whatever I'm expecting in the future with this situation, I know the results are going to be good according to the Most High being my protector. Okay? He has to be your protector at all times. No matter what you're doing, he's the protector. Psalms 121 and 8 reads, the Most High shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. So whether you're going in, whether you're coming out, the Most High will preserve everything. All right, forevermore. So forever, from here on out. So now that you say you are a child of the Most High, he will preserve thy going out, thy coming in. Preserve is H8104. Preserve is H8104. And it's Shamar. 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 And it means hedge, guard, to protect, attend to. So the Most High will attend to you. He will guard you. He's your protection. He's your hedge. The Most High shall protect thy going out and coming in from this time forth. All right, but you have to trust in him. In order for him to protect your going out and your coming in, you have to put your trust in the Most High with all your heart. If you don't put all your trust in the Most High, he cannot protect you 100%. You can't hire one security company to protect your house, but then hire another security company to protect this one window. I got this security company protecting my whole house, but this one window, I got another security company. And then the moment somebody breaks in this window and rob the whole house, you can't blame security company number one. They didn't have nothing to do with this window. And security company number two, they were lazy. They was falling asleep on the job. So you have to put your trust, all your trust into the Most High. Not some, all of it. And he'll be there for you. Go to Proverbs 3 and 5. So the word preserve in Psalms 121 and 8, he shall preserve thy going out and coming in means hedge, guard, protect, attend to. Proverbs 3 and 5, and it reads, trust in the Most High with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So you have to trust in the Most High with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. Like I say, sometimes you get into a situation and you want to go this way because it's the easiest way to go. It makes sense right now. So you want to lean into your own understanding and say, all right, I'm going to do it like this because right now this is logical to me. Instead of saying, nah, you know what? I'm going to trust in the Most High on this one, and I'm going to just leave it in his hand. And he'll direct the path, I promise you. From there on out, boom, everything will be looking good. Boom, boom, boom. But the moment you take matters into your own hand, hours later, you'll be like, oh, this ain't looking right. Yeah, because you took it into your own hands. Okay? You got to keep in his paths. Let him direct your path so you walk in his path, not yours. Keep in his path. Don't walk in your pathway. Your pathway is nothing good on that out. Stay on this lane. Psalm 17 and 5. I promise you, the Most High, once you put all that faith in him and put all that trust in him, I promise you, he ain't going to fail you. He got you. And like I say, this is so important in the days that we live in because they're going to start hitting us with so many things. The government, your friends, family, different people you know, they're going to be, those different spirits are going to be hitting us from all angles. And if you don't got that strong heart and that strong faith, you're going to go down. Psalm 17 and 5 reads, hold up my goings in thy path, that my footsteps slip not. So David said, hold me up to where I don't slip. It's a slippery slope out there. Like I said, the government is going to put the slick road out there to where every step you take, you're slipping. David said, hold my path up, hold my steps up. That's what he means. Hold up my goings in thy path. Give me some steel-toe boots on to where I'm not slipping everywhere. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O power. Incline thy ear unto me, and hear my speech. Shew thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that saveth by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against them. So David says, hey, help me out here because save me because I put my trust in thee. Even though I got individuals rising up against me, I'll put my trust in thee. And hold me up to where I don't slip. I don't fall into these different ways of the evil. Hold me up to where I can continue to walk in thy path. Hold me up to where I don't start trusting in my own footsteps and it leads me down the wrong road. Deuteronomy 31:6. So it's very important that you keep the path of the Most High in sight. Every day you wake up. Every day you wake up, you should ask the Most High to keep me on your path. Keep my feet walking in your direction. You can't go wrong if you do that. I promise you. Deuteronomy 31:6 reads, be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Most High thy power, he it is that do go with thee. He will not fail thee nor forsake thee. So you have to be confident that the Most High has your back. That way you will go to him in the time of need. If you're confident that the Most High has your back, you won't hesitate when something's going on to go to him. But if you're not confident that the Most High has your back, the moment something comes up, you're going to go to everybody else but the Most High. You have to always put him first, regardless of what the situation is. Whether if it's a good situation or a bad situation, the Most High is the first person you turn to. So if it's a good situation and things are going good, you turn to the Most High and say, thank you for thy glory. Ahaya, I appreciate that. Thank you. But people are taught the moment something good goes on, they go to Facebook, let people know. They go to mom. They go to this person. They go to everybody but the Most High and say thank you to the Most High. They go to everybody else. But the moment something go bad, I'm going to God now. Everybody pray for me. I need help. But the moment something good go on, you know, he ain't nowhere around. It's the problem with this world. That's the problem. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3. And it reads, but the Most High is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. And we have confidence in the Most High touching you, that ye both do and will do the things which we command you. So you have to have confidence in the Most High. And through that confidence, he will establish you and keep you away from harm. But you got to have that confidence in him, though. You have to know he's going to be there for you regardless, and it starts with faith. So once you have that faith, through your faith, you have to build your faith through confidence. That's how your faith grows. You have to have confidence, more and more every day, confidence in the Most High, knowing he's there, knowing he's going to be there regardless, knowing he's your protector, knowing he's going to come through right on time, and that your faith will grow, it'll get bigger, and bigger and bigger. Jude 1:24. But if you don't have that confidence in the Most High, that faith will be the wavering faith that we speak of, the double-minded individual that the Most High says he doesn't like. He don't like a double-minded individual. He don't like the unbalanced. He likes the just. Jude 1:24 reads, now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present your faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. So it says he is the one that's able to keep you from falling. The Most High. Right when you feel like you're about to fall in your face and you seem like it just ain't gonna get no better, he is the only person that can keep you from doing that. So if you don't do right through the eyes of the Most High, those demons will come for you. If you don't trust in the Most High with all your heart and lead things to him, so if you don't do it the right way, those demons will come for you. And not only will they come for you, they will make war with you. And they will make war with you because you don't have that hedge that the Most High was speaking of when we was reading in Psalms 121:8. So if the Most High is not preserving thy going out and coming in, that's when them demons will come and get you. They will come and say, all right, it's time to go battle with this individual because they don't have a hedge. And that's when things start going wrong. Every time you look up, every time you make a move, you're like, man, again, things just ain't going right for me. Because you're in the war. You don't have a hedge. It could be one thing after another. And it could be small things. It don't even got to be something huge. But when you got small things and things that just keep getting worse and worse and ain't getting no better for you, that means you're doing something wrong. All right, 2 Corinthians 16:9. It means you're doing something wrong. Second Corinthians 16:9 reads, Second Chronicles. Sorry about that, you guys. No, Second Chronicles 16:9, and it reads, for the eyes of the Most High run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to shew himself strong in the behalf of them, whose heart is perfect towards him. Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. So it says the Most High, his eyes run to and fro throughout the whole earth, and his eyes is showing him who's perfect towards him. That's what's happening. His eyes is going in and out from this place to this place, and those eyes is showing him who's perfect towards him with their heart. And the individuals who's not perfect towards him, who has done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. So those individuals who's doing wrong and not perfect towards the Most High, wars will come upon these people. And most of this world, they do not trust the Most High. They trust in their idols. They trust in men. They trust in their religions. They trust in everything else to save them from their problems. The world has taught you, I've done it. The world has taught you to have this chain on that has a cross on it. When you want good luck or you want things to go good, you kiss the chain or something. Oh, This is gonna get me through it. That's that idol that they taught you to trust in. Things are going bad, people grab that chain as if the chain is going to save them. The only thing that can save you from your problems and the only things that can help you through your tribulations is being perfect towards the Most High, which is having the full assurance of your heart towards Him. That's all He's looking for. Even if you're not perfect, but if you're trying with all your heart, with full assurance of that faith towards Him, He'll accept that. Deuteronomy 32 and 37. He'll accept someone who's trying to give a full assurance of faith towards Him. Whether you're perfect or not, He'll accept that. But you got to do it. You got to do it. And the things we're talking about tonight can go in a lot of directions. Where there is a situation dealing with your kids. Some of us, we deal with our kids. Things don't go the right way. Kids are getting older. Situations are just not looking good sometimes. Like you don't know how to deal with it. You got to put the full assurance of faith in the Most High and walk in His path and His footsteps so He can help you deal with the situation. So like I said, if you got a situation that don't get better, it's an ongoing situation, that means you're trying to do it on your own. And like I said, that can be dealing with your kids, that can be dealing with your relationship, that can be dealing with something at work. If you got something that's an ongoing problem and it don't look good, that means you continue to try to do it in your way. But if you turn it over to the Most High and ask Him to deal with you in this situation, it will change. Deuteronomy 32 and 37, and it reads, "And he shall say, where are their gods, their rock in whom they trusted, which did eat the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offerings? Let them rise up and help you and be your protection." So the Most High says, all right, you trust in these other gods, you trust in these other things. In the time of need, let them raise up and help you and be your protection. So that's why you have to get rid of all these traditions of man and different things that they have you doing. Like I say, people get in a rut and they kiss the cross on their neck or different things like that. You have to get rid of all those different traditions and turn everything over to the Most High. That way, in the time of need, in the time of help, He's there to protect you. Verse 39. "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So Ahia says, there's only me up here. There's nobody sitting with me outside my son and my wife. I'm the only power. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. So He is our protection. He is the one we must go to. You go to Him in good times, you go to Him in bad times. You go to Him in the time of need. You go to Him when times are great, when you've been blessed. Don't just use Him for when you have a problem. You should always be giving the Most High the glory for whatever good things are going on in your life. Okay? It makes it a little easier for Him to accept you when you're coming to Him with problems. If you're going to him when you have glory and good things going on, now it's easier for him to accept you when you have major problems going on. He's still going to accept you when you come with problems. But if you're someone that don't ever go to him when things are going good to give him the glory, he might frown at you when you come to him with the problems. He'll still help you. But will he help you 100% if you turned your life over and started following after gods and trusting in men and all that? He says, no, I'm not going to help you in that situation. Now, when another situation come upon you and you try again and examine yourself and now you trust in me, now you'll see how it works. So every situation is different. You can't go to the Most High on today's situation and then next week you got a situation. Well, I went to him last week, so I know he got me again. No. Every situation you have, every tribulation that comes upon you, you have to take it to the Most High. We read that. You have to take it to him and give it to him so he can guide you through this. That's what Philippians 4:6 says. You have to take your requests upon him through prayer. So every situation you get put upon you, you have to take it to him. You can't take one situation and think the next 5 is good. Well, I took this one, so I got 5 credits. I got some bonus. No. Every situation, it's its own situation. It's another test to where the Most High is testing your faith to see if you're going to bring it to him or if you're going to try to do it on your own. And see, and that's our problem. We get lazy in the spirit to where we'll take something to him this time, but then the next time, I'm going to just deal with it on my own. And that's where the problems come in at. You have to learn how to take your problems to the Most High every single time. And once you take it to him, you leave it there. You don't take a problem to him and then revisit it 24 hours and say, hey, did you hear me? Then 48 hours later, I took something to you on Tuesday. Did you hear me yet? No. Once you take it to him, you leave it alone. Why? Because you have confidence that he's going to come through for you. That's when all these things what we're talking about tonight start kicking into play. You have to learn all these different things. You have to learn endurance. You have to learn patience. You have to learn what fretfulness means. You have to learn what all these different things mean so it doesn't happen to you. Assurance. That's why tonight's lesson is called assurance. So you'll learn how to go to the Most High with full confidence and trust without doubting. Okay? So that's why we went over so many different words tonight, so you can learn what these words mean, and you can put these words, interject them into your daily going. And once you do that, day by day, that faith, you'll see it start getting bigger and bigger and bigger to where there's no doubt at all. Anytime it comes up, there's no doubt in your mind that the Most High got your back. Because this world has taught you as long as you got money, or as long as you got this, as long as you got that, you're fine. No, it's the Most High we turn to every single time you have a problem. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and close it out. Let's say Shalom and all praises to Ahaya.